Well, Stats SA has just released the highly anticipated labour market data for the third quarter of 2024. The outlook remains a bit grim, with the country's unemployment rate continuing upward. In the first quarter of 2024, South Africa's unemployment rate stood at 8.2 million, increasing to 8.4 million by the second quarter, with youth unemployment particularly pronounced, of course. Business anchor Melissa Tighe is tracking the story for us and joins me now for the latest on this. Thank you so much, Melissa, for your time. Well, Stats SA has just released the highly anticipated labour market data for the third quarter of 2024. The outlook remains a bit grim, with the country's unemployment rate continuing upwards. What can you tell us?
Well, Baron, like you said, it is still grim, but there is some good news. So the employment rate or unemployment rate did decrease by 1.4 percentage points, and it's good news for this Tuesday. Like you said earlier, South Africa's unemployment rate stood at 8.2 million, increasing by 8.4 million by the second quarter. And it's specifically youth unemployment that's very concerning. Now, looking at the sectors that contracted in the previous quarter, we saw some troubling trends in key industries such as trade, agriculture, construction, and finance. The finance, community and social services, utilities, manufacturing and mining sectors showed some gains in employment here and there. Second quarter unemployment increased to 33.5% from 32.9% in the first quarter, and the third quarter has now seen some easing in these numbers to 32.1%. Now, between the second and third quarters of 2024, a significant increase in employment was seen in community and social services, as well as the construction and trade industries. Decreases in employment were, however, recorded in the finance and private households, as well as manufacturing and transport industries. And interesting enough, we will be getting the latest manufacturing numbers also later today. Now, on a year-on-year basis, manufacturing, transport, trade and mining showed an increase in employment, while decreases were seen in finance, community and social services and agriculture. Now, I think, Baron, the main concerning factor still is youth and young adult unemployment, and that's 15 to 24 and 25 to 34. And those levels remain extremely high at 60.2% and 40.4% respectively. Now, more than a third of young people, which is also quite concerning, were not in employment, education or training. But we'll bring you more in the next hour when we speak to economist Clanty Pai on this.